Hey everyone, I'm Mike.
And I'm Jose.
Today we're going to talk about the three probably easiest ways to find buyers as a brand new agent. What do you think the first one would maybe?
Well, when I get people coming into the business, they often say, hey, I need to find a customer right away. What's the quickest and easiest way for me to generate business? And of course, we always say, well, fall back on the people who know and love you.
Yes.
So the first thing is your sphere. And everybody says it, it's played out, but let's think about that. People who know you, trust you, and love you are probably more willing to give you a chance to start off in the business. And even if you make a mistake with them, they're going to be much more forgiving than a complete stranger off the street.
Now, there are some people in the family that may not want to use you as your brand new agent. And I see this on social media, real estate pages all the time where I can't believe my aunt just went and bought somewhere else, but because they probably don't think you have enough experience. So I would talk to your sphere of influence and just say, hey, I just started with this brokerage. I've teamed up with this really experienced agent. If you ever want to buy or sell, let me know. I have someone help me along the way. And just do a split with that experienced agent.
Yes, so if you do work your friends and family, you have to understand, they do know that you're brand new and you're just getting in the business. Let's not try to hide that. And the most important thing that you could tell them is, I work with a really great brokerage. I have a broker that's accessible to me, so they're going to be holding my hand through the whole process. Plus, I'm working with an experienced agent who's going to be working with me every step of the way. If you present it that way to your friends and family, they're more willing to take the chance of being your guinea pig, and they're not going to avoid, oh, hey, we love you and everything, but we don't want you to experiment on us.
Yeah.
So in those cases, having a proper dialogue right off the bat is going to make them feel more at ease when working with you. So just lean on your broker and lean on the resources within.
But I personally don't like working with my family and friends for other reasons, because if anything goes wrong in the transaction, if the loan goes bad or something like that, I just don't want that business and personal mixture. So let's say we didn't want to work with our sphere of influence, what would be a good way to get a customer?
So the next way is going to be dealing with a complete stranger. Somebody that doesn't know we're brand new to the business, or we just got a license last week. In this situation, open houses is going to be the easiest barrier of entry to working with a complete stranger. Now, the great thing about an open house is it costs
hardly anything. Maybe for some signs, time. When I did it, I used to have things printed out about the neighborhood and other homes that were available in the area at different price points.
So as a new agent, all you have to do is show up and put your time in. But other than that, it costs you nothing to hold an open house. And if you work with a large brokerage that has a lot of agents and a lot of listings, you can ask your broker, hey, is there any agents here, or do we have any listings where they're allowing me to hold an open house in their listing? And in most cases, an experienced listing agent who makes their business of getting listings doesn't have time to sit in an open house, but they do like to provide that to the seller. They say, hey, if you list with me, I'll hold open houses, because they know there's agents in the office willing to hold that open house. So you make them look like a rock star by holding an open house for them. And they say, hey, any buyer that walks into that door for your open house is yours to keep. You could do it on the weekday, you can do it on the weekend, do it for as long as you can. That house is now your office for the day. If any buyers walk in, greet them, be pleasant, don't breathe down their neck, ask them questions, and try to be the solution to their problem. So if they're looking for a house and the house that they're looking at isn't quite right for them, they want bigger, smaller, one story, you have to say, well, now that you mentioned that, I happen to know of a few others in the area that are available that meet the criteria that you just mentioned. Would you like me to show you those properties? And voila, you now are on the step of creating those future buyer relationships.
I used to do a partner, so I would go out with another agent. And what we would do is we'd have everything. It's all about planning and sales skills and customer service skills. You don't want to make, like be pushy, but you ask them different things. Where are they coming from? What are they looking for? So you ask them questions that make them open up to you and tell you, oh, well, I'm just moving down from Virginia. Oh, awesome. When are you thinking about coming to, and how many bedrooms and bathrooms are you looking for? And then you go, hey, there's this other home in this neighborhood. It's got 3, 4. Did you want to go look at it? And then we would call that listing agent and go, hey, can we go and show your house? In 10 minutes and see if we can get in. And we go show the houses. We would ask where they're working. We usually find out where they're transferring, so we know sort of they're well qualified financially to go. And that's how we would get business, right?
It's all about the follow-up after. So even though they may not have a great interaction with you at the time, you want to keep calling them and following up with them after the open house.
So the third would be social media.
Social media. Yeah. Nowadays, this day and age, with Facebook, we have Instagram, we have Twitter, we have Threads, we have TikTok. We have all of these outlets where you as an agent can create a personalized, custom commercial about you and your knowledge that you want to portray and put out to the ether.
Yeah.
So when people are online looking, right, they want to perceive you as the individual who has the information and knows the inventory. You pretty much sell it to them by giving them updates and telling them what's happening in the area, the community, and showing them new home construction homes that are available, or showing them that you're working an open house or doing a home tour with them, all live on social media. And this makes the consumer at home that's eating the information that you're providing them, what is the perception that that person thinks of that person?
Yeah, they just love like really get to know the people. So I've had people, and my only source right now of getting business is social media. I don't want to sit in the house anymore doing open houses because I don't have to.
And you created a brand for yourself over time.
Yes.
So what you're doing is you're creating these short commercials for your business. And even if you've never sold a home before, if you're getting the knowledge and information and you're turning around and sharing that information about real estate with the people online, their perception of you is, hey, if and when I want to buy or sell, I'm definitely going to use that agent because they seem to be knowledgeable. They're always available to give me information, and I'm going to go to them if I ever need resources. Exactly.
Now, what I did when I first started is I did open houses. I did open houses as much as I could. But while I was into open houses, I was creating the content for Facebook. At the time, it was pictures on Facebook because I wasn't doing video. But you can create the content while you're in an open house, post it. You can get the business that comes into the open house, so you get that more instant sale. But at the same point, you're creating that long-term content for your social media, and then eventually you might not have to do open houses anymore. Because I know for me, open houses and putting signs out in 90-degree heat wasn't something I really enjoyed that much.
And the great thing about it is once you put those videos into the internet, they stay there forever. So you might have a video that you recorded a year ago that people today are now watching, and it's still providing and promoting your business and serving a purpose. So the great thing about it is it's free, you put it out there, somebody eventually is going to see it, and when they do, they're going to come to you for the resource when it comes to real estate.
It works. So if any of you are looking or are in Florida and looking to join a brokerage, make sure you give us a call. We have expansion plans to go throughout the state of Florida. So when you're watching this video, maybe we'll be in other areas. So give us a call and we'll tell you a little bit about preferred real estate brokers. But until next time,
We'll see you later.
Take care. Bye-bye.